40-something plus, Channel 11.
He even has a locker. Oh, no, he doesn't. That's Channel 2 that has a locker. All right.
Look, I'm looking down towards Alvin.
I'm fine with ready,
Bacon.
All right.
Okay, this morning culminated in the arrest of Jeffrey Downing, who is the General Counsel for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Downing began communicating online with a Precinct 1 undercover officer in April of 2024, which is last month. We were using a persona of a 15-year-old female, and so these were all obviously undercover officers that were, posing as 15-year-old female. And so it culminated in him asking for pictures of her naked, and he also sent pictures of himself in the nude. So this culminated in the arrest this morning, and this is just another example of somebody that is educated and comes from a very good family and obviously has a problem. And so that is causing, that's what caused this case to ensue. We moved on this case very rapidly. I want our predators to know that we are out here every day looking for you. So if you think you're going to go and approach somebody online that's a minor or a young female that's online, you could be talking to an officer. We want that very clear. We want that message very clear. Parents, your kids are getting out of school at the end of this month. Please don't allow your children to sit around the house and just surf the internet. Our predators start to increase their activity during the summer months because they know kids are at home without their parents' oversight. This is a good time to sit down and have that talk with your kids about the dangers of online. Downing, very clearly, he did this, obviously, and we have had about 6 of these cases since the beginning of the year, so our folks are obviously out there combing the internet looking for these predators.
Can you talk about the team that's dedicated to this and
Sure.
the important work they're doing?
Sure, we're part of the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, and it's a multi-agency task force that is comprised of various people that are online and looking for people that are out there searching for minors to, obviously meet. Most of the time we have these operations, they actually come to one of our locations to meet us. So they're out there every day. It's sad that we have to have a dedicated force that's all they do is do these kind of cases. It doesn't matter your education, your socioeconomic, your gender, your race, it doesn't matter. I mean, these predators are just from all walks of life, and this is a true testament that it can happen to anybody.
What platform were they messaging across?
I don't have the answer to that, but unfortunately, he asked her. She said she was at school, and he asked her to go to the restroom and take pictures of herself. So that makes it enhances it to a second-degree felony of online solicitation. I want to say that the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo is a fine organization, and they contribute so much to our community. And this should no way reflect on them. This happens to be an employee of theirs, but you can't monitor the behavior of every employee you have. It's impossible. So I really want to say that the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo has been and will continue to be a fine organization made up of wonderful people. Mr. Downing obviously has a problem that he needs to address, and I hope he gets the help that he needs. But in this instance, it was a very quickly moving, fast-moving case. He's due in court tomorrow, and he'll have to face a jury of his peers and go through the criminal justice system.
Downing specifically, is it believed he's done this before? Of course, we know his background not only tied to the rodeo, but also he used to be an attorney and at some point was at the DA's office. So is it believed this is his first offense?
The only thing I can comment on is the present case that we have. He certainly wouldn't be a licensed attorney if he had a prior conviction. And he certainly wouldn't have worked at the district attorney's office had he committed an act like this. So I know that he was doing work presently for the rodeo as an attorney. It's just sad, It's a sad situation. It's not a good day. Obviously, we wish we would never have to arrest people for this, but it's clear there's a problem and we need to address it. We're going to address it. We're going to protect victims always. And so in this case, thank God it wasn't a true victim. It was a police officer that was doing the background work on this. It really was.
And that being said, without him having a criminal history, how do parents, organizations spot these predators when you run a background check and they're clean?
Running a background check it's more important than running a background check is for you to be actively involved in your children's social media platforms. Yeah, there are software that parents can get that they can go and see where their kids are actually surfing, what different platforms they're going to, and of course it shows who's contacting them, so you can kind of see it both ways. I am a huge believer that you don't allow your child to just sit in their room at 10 o'clock at night and just surf the web and surf the internet, because our predators are doing that. They're out looking for that kid that's sort of distant from their family. They don't have a lot of friends, and they start becoming that friend. They start grooming them, and they start doing things. So it's important, very important for parents to get involved, have a discussion that there are people online that are posing as kids when in essence they're adults. And so from that perspective, we definitely want to tell parents this is the time. Summer is the time where your kids are at home during the day and you're away at work. You can monitor. You can cut off your internet at night. You can turn your Wi-Fi off. But it's important that parents sit down and have that discussion about the dangers and perils of being online and the people that are out there looking for their predators. They really are truly predators. So in this particular case, it's a very sad case because apparently Mr. Downing is an intelligent guy, and he just has a problem, and it's going to have to address that problem.
Did he say anything at the time of his arrest?
No, I don't think that he really didn't say anything. It was an arrest without incident. We didn't have any problems. He cooperated, and then he was taken to jail. So we didn't really have any problems with him.
And so does the investigation continue from here? Are you going to look through his electronics, anything like that, to see if he's committed any other offenses? We have our investigators huddled up and seeing what the next play is. The important thing was to get this case, get an arrest made, charge Mr. Downing, and just kind of get just another person off the street that's out there looking for young females.
This is like the second in 2 months where we've been here with the interview. Third, and I think in 2 months also, one way up north.
Yeah, that was the superintendent.
Yeah, and so are they getting bolder? Is it getting easier, or the kids?
We have investigators assigned to this that's their sole job, is to protect children, and along with our partners, and that's what we're going to do. I think that people have gotten smarter. Some of our predators have gotten smarter in the way they approach these things. We used to make about 10 or 12 of these a month, so it's become more difficult to make the cases. But we are going to be out on the wall. We're going to be out there looking for people that are trying to victimize people, and so it's harder to make the cases now, but the cases that we make are very, very well made cases. They really are.
Are the charges against these individuals lessened based on the manner in which they're captured? And if so, how much less would it be had they actually?
Because he wanted her, she said she was at school and wanted it enhanced it to a second-degree felony. Otherwise, it would be a third-degree felony. So online solicitation, third-degree felony, but it gets enhanced. There's certain things that can happen that enhanced this particular case, and that's what enhanced it to a second-degree felony, because he asked her while she said she was at school to go into the restroom and take pictures of herself and send them. So, and he can also, I mean, it's, sending nude pictures of a minor is child pornography. So you could be sending that across the internet or by text, and that becomes child pornography. So, parents, this is the time. You got a month before your children are out of school, and they're going to be, yeah, we'll have training, we'll have people, we'll have ways that we can help message the importance of being involved in your children's online persona. And, this just goes to show you. I mean, there's some very, very affluent, smart people out there that are doing this kind of stuff. So the whole spectrum. That's the message we want to get out today. Any other questions? Did I miss anything?
No, that would be good.
So parents can call your public affairs office for the training to sign up in June?
Yeah.
If they want to have questions before summer?
We do offer training that we open up to the public, that our public affairs office does. They put on, and we invite children and parents to come together and come get some training and learn how to understand the online persona, and their children get to see the way predators approach people. So you can call our office at 713-755-5200, and we can sign up, and we'll have a class. It'll be informative. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for getting here so quick.
Perfect. Y'all be well. Thank you. Nice seeing you.
Good to see you.
Hey, congratulations. Did y'all call the DA's office or anything? I was just curious.
I didn't see it was filed yet.
Yeah, I didn't either. I just looked before I came down here. It was in the system, but the images, the charging document wasn't in there yet.
That'll have some good information.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought, I